I like you guys. You're a great comedy audience. Guys, start clapping your hands and welcome Mark Bradley. Woo!
Hey! Yeah. You know what's a little dicey is getting old and being weird. You know? Like when you're younger and you're a little edgy and off and stuff, people think it's kind of cool. Get naked, run across a football field, everybody's like, oh, look at that guy, man. He's cool. And now it's more like, you got a fucking guy away from me. And a lot of my weirdness was like very well earned. I was having a lot of problems. I was adopted, but they couldn't get me out the door of the hospital because I had this huge fucking head. So they were like, okay, we got to keep this kid for a while, right? And I was, fuck, what did I know, right? I was like, okay, where's my mom? Sorry, man, she split a couple of days ago. So I'm sitting there for a couple of months, huge head, dealing with all of this fucking trauma and abandonment and stuff. It's okay, this is funny shit. This is funny shit because I've made my peace with it. But, you know, I kind of made it to the point where I was like, I think I'm going to be okay. I just need to get past this kind of like multiple personality that I've developed from all the trauma and all of the abandonment stuff. And I don't mind telling you guys about this stuff. It's kind of an interesting thing for me to get up here and talk about it. And the one thing that I try not to do is point out anybody else in the audience. I asked the crowd a couple of weeks ago, I was like, hey, is there anybody here with multiple personality? And this guy pointed to his wife. And I was like, oh man, no. So without pointing at anybody, are there any multiple personalities here tonight? Yeah, right on. Cool. We could get on a Zoom call, right? It'd be your face, my face, and like 8 or 10 empty boxes just lurking, figure out what the fuck's going on. And there's sometimes we've got different things going on where everybody's like a little bit shaky on these Hollywood stereotypes, you know, like how crazy am I? And I'm pretty fucking crazy. I mean, you know, I've got a lot of stuff going on. But it's getting there. It's kind of working its way out. It's been interesting for me in the last couple of years figuring this stuff out. And one of the things that's really difficult, it's almost impossible. Dating, right? Because it's like, you don't tell somebody after a few dates, oh, by the way, I'm a multiple. I mean, that's not fair. So I try to like be upfront and be very, very reasonable with people, and you know, within the first 10, 15 minutes of meeting somebody new, especially if there's a little vibe going, I try to lay it out for them, and somehow a lot of women just aren't into it, you know? Like they're just, hold it, you're a multiple? And I'm like, yeah, I've got, you know, a couple of babies, a 4-year-old, 9-year-old, 12-year-old. My adjusted out age is about 28. And I'm saying, think of me as a smorgasbord of affection. You've got all of this different sort of vibe going on at times. It can be a lot of fun. And, you know, granted, most people are like, hold it, this isn't really my thing. And I understand. I mean, I get it. But do any of you know any witchy, kind of wilder women? Yes. Yeah? Might be, so I'll talk to you later on. You can just set me up with them. Yeah. Anybody here tonight thinking this guy's kind of cute, a little weird, but yeah? Right on. We'll get together after the set. And what I'm looking at is when I was 9 years old, I did the math. And my birthday in late September is like exactly 9 months after Christmas. So, you know, I'm sitting there, got all these weird ideas floating around, and I'm like, it totally makes sense. Santa is my father, right? Which makes me Bastard Claus. I'm Bastard Claus. And I'm working this out. I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, where do I go from here? How do I manage what's going to be my scene? And standard dating isn't going to fucking work, right? I'm at the point now where it's like, I got to start a cult. And I'm not going to get into like buying a bunch of land and building a fucking compound. That's hard work. That would be too much trouble. So I'm thinking about doing a little cuddle cult, right? And it's the 21st century. We can try new things. Like I'm game to do a little bit of my Santa heritage. Get a solid seat over here after my set if anybody wants to come over, sit on my lap. Right? Nothing too crazy, nothing like really outrageous. I just want to kind of see how we get along. Like my kids, your kids, see if there's like a connection. Just let them kind of get to know each other, right? Did I hear no? Yeah. Well, it's been really cool hanging out up here with you guys, and I think if I sit alone over there and no one comes over, I understand. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, right? You guys might not be ready for me. I get it, but it's been great. Thank you, man.
All right.
Give it up to your host, Melissa.